Hello everybody, I'm Eric J. Chambers. This is The Cut, the Chambers Urban Television Network. I am so excited about this afternoon's program. We are coming to you from OWN, the Oprah Winfrey Network, and we are delighted to have with us Ms. Kiki Haynes. She is one of the cast members on a new show that's coming to Oprah on September the 18th. It's called For Better or Worse. Kiki, welcome to the program. This is an exciting day for you guys.
It is. Do you see the smile on my face? Yes, we're very excited. We're with Oprah.
I know, this is like Christmas Eve for you guys all over again.
Yeah, it really is. We're so excited. I mean, our show's been around for 2 seasons. You know, we're going into season 3, which is going to start airing next week. But coming to OWN is a monumental move for us because we had a great time at TBS. But Oprah and Tyler coming together, to me, it's like 2 major fireworks coming together, and the explosiveness that they're creating together. I would love to be a part of it, and I feel like we're making history right now.
Without question. And of course, we were blessed to see Oprah come in here to make a couple of appearances. And you told me that this was the first time you got a chance to meet her was today. How awesome was it?
I got a chance to meet her earlier, because if not, I would have lost my cool points, but y'all want to see me here for the first time. But no, it was awesome. It's been a dream of mine, honestly, since I was a little girl to meet Oprah. I didn't even think I was going to, work with her. So to now be on her network and have her be familiar with me. Like, what was so awesome is that me meeting her for the first time, I'm used to when I meet people, I say, "Hi, I'm Kiki." And she came in, she said, "Hey, Kiki." I said, "Oh, she knows my name. She knows my name already."
That must have been a humbling experience, huh?
It was. It was like, Oprah knows my name.
I know that's right. Kiki in the house. So, Kiki, of course, you made your debut, from what I understand, in a movie called Bamboozled with my man Spike Lee. You've had a chance to work with Spike. You've got a chance now to work with Tyler Perry. Girl, your career's on a roll.
God is shining on me. I really feel like, I was given this talent for a reason. It was a tough journey at times. There were times when I literally wanted to give up. But there were, as I say, golden nuggets or moments in my career were literally just when I was going to give up that God opened up a huge opportunity. And yes, Spike Lee was one of them, and definitely working with Tyler Perry. And now Oprah on For Better or Worse is even better.
It's interesting that you were saying there were times when you were considering giving up. And of course, what is it that made Kiki decide, you know what, man, I've come too far by faith to turn around now? What was it? Because there's a lot of people who are going to be watching this right now who are right on the verge of giving up, not knowing that that next step could be the one that opens the door to an OWN, to a Bamboozle, and to a lot of other opportunities that you've had a chance to be a part of.
The hard part is, you asked me what was it that allowed me to have the faith to keep going, right? Well, we all know that faith is believing in those things that are not seen. So many times, especially in this business, I've met a lot of people. I've been blessed to, do a lot of projects along the way. And just when I would think that I'm going to make it or my big break was coming, it wouldn't happen. So I think for me, I pray a lot, and I think that I would actually have conversations with God, and I would say, you know what, I really believe that I'm supposed to do this, but it's just not working out. Every time I think I'm getting into the door, I'm not getting in. I feel looked over. And honestly, just before I booked this show, in all honesty, I walked away from the business.
Even after having the opportunities with Spike and others?
Spike Lee happened in 1999. I booked this show in 2011. A lot has happened between now and then. And so, although I've had some wonderful projects, the year before I booked this particular show, I literally was at my worst, which is interesting.
How so?
Just life. I just financially, things were really tight. I wasn't getting into a lot of auditions, and when I wasn't going out for the roles that I wanted to. I felt like people who weren't as talented, or more so just weren't good people, didn't have good hearts, weren't striving to make the relationships that I thought, in my opinion, that I was making the strides, but I wasn't getting the rewards that I was seeing others. And for lack of a better phrase, I was turned off. And I said, you know what, God, I feel like I'm trying so hard and it's just not working out. But I trust that if you've given me this talent for me to make it, that by me stepping away, not because I'm giving up, but because I needed to just get some things in order. Like I said, financially I was at my worst. I actually was emotionally going through a time where I was healing. One of my best friends had passed away that year. It was just a lot going on. So I needed to kind of step back for me. And when I stepped back, literally, when I said that prayer, I was not going on any auditions. I had left my agency. I wasn't going to any classes. I wasn't doing anything affiliated with acting. But by putting that prayer out and by doing the work all these years, when the opportunity came, 3 months later, I got a call for this project, and you know the rest is history. So here it is. I walked away thinking that, okay, this is not for me, but trusting that if it is for me, you're going to bring it in.
Well, you know, I get that all the time, believe it or not, even in my field, on my side of it, on the reporting side, where people have questioned, like, man, why don't you get a real job? I'm sure you've heard that before, especially from family. A lot of times family and close friends.
Sometimes jokingly, but it's like, ha ha, I've heard that joke enough. It is a real job. It's a hard real job that a lot of people can't handle. I mean, I am blessed to be on a show right now, but still, it's not going to be forever. You know, eventually our show is going to come to an end and I have to go to the next thing. So nothing is guaranteed. And a lot of people wouldn't be able to take the rejection and the constant trying, even when you're good. Sometimes when you don't get the part, it's not even because you're not good enough. It's just, it's not meant for you.
Without question. In fact, I was talking to another pretty famous actress recently, and I was telling her about there's a lot of people who have a lot more fame than fortune.
Yes.
And she was like, I'm one of them. So a lot of times people, you know, they see the glory, but they don't know the story. Even for those who have already made it, you know, because if you haven't been a good steward of your money, it could be even worse then, because once you have that notoriety, you know, it's very unlikely that people are going to see you working a temp job somewhere, because now you got ego involved.
And I have none of that. And it's interesting that you said those points, because I honestly feel like I've been talented for a very long time. I've wanted this for a very long time. I feel like God purposely did not give me this big break until the time that was going on, because he knew, as grateful as I am for it, it does not validate who I am. My humbleness is still the same person. I can take this job or leave it, and I'm saying that with humble, you know, not in ego, because it does not validate who I am. And I think that he knew that beyond being talented, you have to have a strong sense of self to handle what comes with this business, and I'm more prepared now than I ever was.
Awesome. Great meeting you, sister. We wish you the very best, okay?
Thank you. Thank you so much. Really nice to meet you too.